Hello, today we're going to use a scrapbooking kit to create a double page layout, and I want to show you how quickly you can put together a really beautiful layout because you have all of these bits and pieces ready to go in the box. So this is the Sunniest Stories Scrapbooking Kit, and we'll take a look at the contents here. They do give you a little bit of inspiration, so this is different. It doesn't have like a step-by-step tutorial with a bunch of pre-designed layouts, but what it does have is a bunch of coordinated pieces that are intended to go together so you can put together layouts quickly. They do give you some examples that you can follow along, but we are going to do our own thing today. But these are very cute, super cute layouts there. And I've already rifled through this, so it is all jumbled in here. So let me just make some sense of it and we'll look at all of the bits and pieces. The colors are so fun and cheerful, aren't they? So I've separated them into piles here. These are 4x6 cards, great for matting photos, layering. You could just use them to die cut letters for titles or die cut tags or circles, just different shapes. So a whole bunch of cards. And then you have pre-printed paper. Now this you can cut into strips and use them as decorative borders and layering bits. That's very nice. And then we also have pre-printed backgrounds, and I love that they have thoughtfully given you two, so if you want to create a double page layout you can. So you have this pre-printed frame style layout on there. That's very nice. The back is just white, and these are very thick, really good quality sturdy pages. So there is another sheet that you can cut apart, and here is another set for making a double page layout, if you will. And or if you want, you can go horizontal and put your photos across. I love doing that. You've seen me, if you watch my channel, do similar backgrounds like this, or you can turn it like this. Lots of possibilities. Really cute notebook paper. That would be fun. You can cut out pieces of that and journal on it if you want, or just use this as your background. I didn't put these in order because, again, I was rifling through it, but there's two of those for double page layout. Love the notebook ledger paper. I don't know why, but that's just really usable. Fun for everyday life. Great for back to school type photos. You'll see a lot of back to school potential in here. This is another set of, again, you can make a double page. It's got a nice little pattern on there, just neutral, add some background interest. And then you have this one, which is super cool. Again, this pattern is not going to overwhelm your photos. So I really appreciate that. It brings in some character and style, but you can layer your photos right over there. So I might bookend it like this and do a frame, or not a frame style layout, but bookend, or you can flip it and have this on the bottom or on the top, and lots of potential there. So those are the pre-printed papers. And then you have some cut apart sheets. So pocket cards. So I have documented, I love to read, and I have documented books I've read. So if you don't have back to school pictures, these would be great for that type of memory keeping, documenting your current reads or favorite reads, or just everyday life. It's a cute little library card, great for journaling. It doesn't have to be specific to books. And then you have, happy, you could do your top 5, take note, today, memories, just cute little cards for either a subtitle or a title. Another cut apart sheet. So this one doesn't have the words, but there's the stack of books again for documenting what you're reading. There's some more books. You could give your books a 5-star rating. And I'm just saying books because that's probably how I'm going to use it, but little journaling cards or little layering bits there. And then you get a couple punch out sheets. So this is a sticker sheet, actually. The paper clips are so cute. You've got books and tabs and brackets, more books, and little hearts, arrows, very usable shapes. These are numbers. So it goes, you can do 1 through 9, and then you have a 0. So there's white numbers, and then there's colorful numbers, little black and white heart border there. And then these are punch outs, and they pop right out. Super cute florals, very usable. Florals go on a lot of different pages. Leaves, sprigs, and then you have titles. And again, very usable. So I love that we have these big titles in black, which will coordinate with anything, but then you have some fun wordy bits there. Hello, this is like, this pops out and this pops out. So just things ready to go, add to your page. This is really cool. These fold up and make pockets. So you could slip those journaling cards into the pockets. Love that. And then another page of punch outs. Great big pop out of the books. You could add your journaling there or use it as a layering piece. And that popped out of there. So I really love it. And you do have different languages in this. So we have some repeats of the titles in different languages. So you might be able to use some of these, even though they might not be in your language. So you could add the big number 10, like die cut 10. So top 10, you could use that. You could use wow. So some of those might be universal. And then, of course, the pocket cards you can absolutely use. So you get lots of those. And even here, you might want to use this. And if you just want to put something over it, cut out a piece of paper and stamp on it whatever sentiment you want. And then you can use that little journaling block. So very, very cool bits and pieces. While I was looking through my camera roll for photos to go with this collection, I immediately saw these here from our onstage Stampin' Up convention. These are from 2025. We were in Raleigh, North Carolina, and Brandy's sweater here really just kind of jumped out at me. And I thought, oh, this will be perfect because, you know, we were wearing white and then her color pops out. Otherwise, it's kind of fairly neutral. And I thought it would be very easy to embellish with the flowers with these particular photos. So I just printed some out in different sizes. I'm not working with a sketch. I started with this one and printed it the largest because it's the group photo and kind of the main photo. This is Sarah Douglas, the CEO of Stampin' Up, and then Brandy, and then the rest of our team. And it was just really a fun, we were at a make and take that Brandy was hosting, and we made a bunch of beautiful cards. So I wanted to get that into the design. But what I'm thinking about when I started looking at my photos, so I printed that one first, and then I realized I had a whole bunch of horizontal photos, and I printed those in a 3x4, so I had more flexibility on the canvas because I was thinking a couple different things. You could do something like this, or you can kind of put them in a line. And I think I actually want to do that. So I'm going to put this one over here. And then I'm going to try to use Brandy's sweater to kind of spread this out. So I see her sweater in 3 different photos. So I want to kind of move those around a little bit to carry that color balance. Jamie and I, it was also, along with the make and take, we had a taco bar. They fed us lunch, but we were wearing white shirts. I don't get along well with white. So Jema and I tucked our napkins into our shirts because we just knew we were going to end up with taco sauce on there. So that was, you know, funny. We were laughing at ourselves. And then here's some of my team members at the table during the make and take, and then just some more group shots there. So I was thinking of kind of, go on, dog hair, get out of here. So I was thinking of running these across the bottom and a line, and then having this one maybe somewhere up here, might go here, depending on how this comes together. And then I might just put these in a flip flap. I'm sure I can find another photo to print, but I'll put those possibly stacked together. This is just, I mean, I could go like this, but I'm thinking I want to use some of the pocket cards or the library cards and whatnot. So for now, we'll just kind of do this. So I think this is going to be my layout design. It might move around as we go. I want to thumb through some of these 4x6 cards for layering bits, and I'm thinking of just sticking with this color. So it's kind of monochromatic, different shades of this peachy pink tone here. And, you know, you see blues and black in the photos, but I don't think I want to bring in blue, although there are lots of blue cards. So maybe something like this, kind of creating a grounding piece for that focal photo. And then we can bring in some of these floral bits just to kind of stack in this corner and kind of cover up that just awkward jumbling of the different angles there. So I think that looks kind of nice framing in that photo. And then, of course, we're going to want a, flower over here. And then I've got this black and white stripe. I've only got one, but you see black in all of these photos. So I'm thinking I can cut this in half. So I did. I cut it into 2 equal pieces. And now I'm going to run this across the bottom. And then I cut this strip also into 2 pieces because I wanted to bring that darker coral color down to the bottom with the black and white stripe strip there. So you can see what a big impact already that has, balancing out that pocket card that I layered behind the photo up at the top left. This creates a nice little visual anchor for all of my photos to sit on. And then to bring in more black, I cut up photo mat for my main group photo here. And then let's go ahead and pick one of the titles. So I punched out the word smile. I thought this would work. You have all of these titles that come along with this kit that are very usable. I grabbed this little ticket here and then, more floral bits and some leaves. There's the yellow sprig there, so I pulled out some more yellow leaves to layer, and then this was 2 pieces, and you kinda pop the inner circle out of the frame from this punch-out sheet, and I thought those could work. Now, the color of this matches Sarah's sweater perfectly, so that's kinda what caught my eye and decided helped me decide to bring that in, and then this is going to be for the journaling, so I'm going to add that right here, and then to bring over more pocket cards, or I call them pocket cards because I used to use them for pocket scrapbooking, but they're just 4x6 cards, and you can see how that kind of offsets the piece on the left. So I think that is looking pretty good. And then more flowers to kind of anchor this corner here. And then we'll create a third cluster somewhere at the top of the layout. Now we get to shuffle these little pieces all around the layout until they find a landing spot that just has a nice balance. So I think definitely the title up there. I've got a lot of space right here next to this photo. So let's go ahead and just kind of nestle these pieces to see where they look their best. I do like the circle with the heart, and the little wordy sentiment on there says the best. And then again, bringing in more yellow with this little yellow sprig because the cluster on the right has a yellow sprig, and then this ticket, it says creating memories. I don't need the number 1, but we could just use it as a little layering bit there. This was a really nice event that Brandy organized, and she co-hosted it with her good friend Christine, who is the team leader. I think her team's called Be Happy. They all have these cute little yellow shirts, and you can see a few of them in the background of the photos, and they're yellow. So these little yellow sprigs work quite nicely. But it was really nice to get together, enjoy a lunch, and make these beautiful cards. I'm not loving this here. What if we bump this over, give us a little bit more real estate over here, and possibly tuck the circle in right into this area and then kind of layer the flowers in this circle element. This was my very first time attending convention in person. It was my first on stage, which is what Stampin' Up! Calls their annual convention. And you go because it's just a great time to connect with your fellow crafter friends. It's always a good time getting excited over the new product, getting to see the catalog, play with all the new goodies. But ultimately, the people is the biggest draw. So you're connecting with old friends, meeting new friends, and just geeking out over your love of paper crafting. So I do have some stickers here. I pulled one of the paper clips and then this little like book binder clip here, just layering. They're just cute little things and I'm bringing them in because why not? I'm trying to use the bits and pieces from this kit and I think these little accents are fun to kind of sprinkle around, making the paper clip look like those are being held together. And then I added some of these peach colored dots around 1, 2, 3, 3, and another 3 over here. I spotted these strips on the bottom of the sticker sheet and they're more black and white. It's a row of hearts. And I thought, I might not have another opportunity to use these in the near future. So why not? Let's use the things, right? So I will stick this across the bottom here just to bring in even more little bits of black. I'll do one side and then I'll do the other side off camera so you don't have to watch me sticking down both of these strips, but I'm just carefully lining it up there. And then, ta-da, there's the other one. I added my journaling with my handwriting there, and this truly came together so quickly, and I love it. It's bright, it's happy, it's colorful. It absolutely captures the memory of this moment together with my paper crafter friends. If you are not already a subscriber and you want to see more crafting inspiration featuring the Sunniest Stories Scrapbooking Kit, hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell notification so it tells you when I post a new video. Supplies are listed in the description box below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.